fight already.
Pop. Pop, pop. Pop. Pop, pop. Pop. Pop, pop. Pop. Pop.
Shush. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Misfits and Monsters. I'm your scary neighborhood dungeon master, Aaron, and with me I have an assortment of oddly flavoured, freaky geek people that one by one are after each other are going to explain who and what their characters are in the form of a rhyme, a rap, a limerick, a paragraph, a sentence, a loosely associated collection of word salad, in the hope that they might earn inspiration to use in tonight's game.
Can that whole thing be the front of a t-shirt like Star Wars?
What whole thing?
What whole thing?
What, just like a scroll
everything
going
you
up
just
towards
said.
the...
Oddly flavoured, freaky, geeky, and then it just like in the hope of finding inspiration. Just all that in the hope of finding
Oddly
inspiration.
flavoured, freaky,
Yeah,
geeky.
just going down a t-shirt, and then there's a big 16 at the top of it.
What, including hello, good evening, and welcome?
Yeah, of course.
If you want.
You have to be
if you
polite.
want. We could. Yeah. So who's ready? Who's got something other than Has?
Oh, to be fair, mine is not the. It was like rush job today because.
Only 12 lines.
Yeah.
It's
It's
fine.
only a 1A4 page of type,
I know,
size 9 font. Like.
I wish.
It's only the first 6 stanzas, you know.
I'm sure it's great.
I'll go.
Okay, Kat, thank you.
I'm Kat.
Yay.
I play Kayla. She's a battle mage, wizard, like spire. What has pointy horns, lilac skin? Oh my god, my brain.
Oh, really? It nearly happened.
Lilac skin and a love of all things spicy, mostly hot sauce. That's right, it's Kayla the battle mage. Swinging into action with her trusty and definitely not cursed chain whip. What chaos will the Misfits cause today?
Nice.
Noise. Okay. Good cat. It's good cat. Was that new, or am I my brain?
No, I've just not done it for a while.
That's just the newly improved variation of the standard Kayla intro. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's one I've done a while back.
Who's next? Pat's still scribbling. Let's give him a bit more time. Craig.
Okay.
My brain's not working today, it's bad.
I was trying to remember what we.
I can't even read words off of a piece of paper, so don't worry about it.
I've got to read them off a screen with a migraine.
I need the inspiration I never use.
I need it in real life.
Searching for inspiration.
Oh God, I feel that.
The search for sport. Yeah, mine's a bit weird as well. Oh god. Yeah, I tried to remember what happened last week and recap. So okay, I play Cray Cray Reptilian Bugbear Hybrid. How do you do? How do doody? How do doodly do? Okay, here we go. So, navigating the Hydro Heights stealthily, eavesdropping, pickpocketing scribes, navigating crowds full of automatons and drones to find all the answers in libraries, As usual, in our bizarre way, we are caught at the doorway. Will we be killing our way through this episode today? All answers point towards probably.
Excellent, Craig. Inspiration earned.
Thank you. With a migraine,
Yeah.
I managed to mangle some words.
Now put your mint flavoured headband on.
Oh.
Menthol.
Oh, I did not hear mint. I did not hear mint.
Oh, I hope I don't know.
Well-
I dread to think what you heard. That's
Meat flavoured.
meat flavoured headband. Oh, soothing beef.
Chicken anus.
Soothing beef. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh, there's this beef.
Is that
Beef
another
smell.
T-shirt? Soothing beef.
Cordon bleu.
It could be lemon. It could be lemon mint.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
lemon mint. Yeah, yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
At least it'd be
I
aromatic.
apologise.
Who's next? Mike? Or do you want to go, Pat? Are you ready, Pat?
No, not
Okay,
even
Mike.
close.
What have you got for us?
All right, I've just found these notes. I don't even remember when I wrote them, and it looks like it's not finished, but whatever. I'll just read it anyways. What more can be said about Ezra the Brave? Has it gone to his head, all the people he saved? But how can you blame a man of such beauty, whose very name inspires such duty? For all that he's done, his bravado shan't fail. The day shall be won, and the Misfits prevail.
Yay!
Yay! It's good.
That was aspirational.
It's good. I don't know if we heard that before.
I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure I didn't finish the last couple of lines in time last time. So I wrote
Inspiration.
out something
Have
nonsense.
some inspiration.
Yeah.
It's definitely worthwhile. Okay, Pat, how's it coming on?
Uh,
Do you want?
yeah, hold on, no. Not even. I mean, this is going to not be amazing, but it will do.
Oh wow,
Bad
some
shit.
editing there.
Yeah, so quick editing.
Furious
quick
scribbling.
editing. Right. Yeah, this don't get your hopes up high or anything. Sif's fallen, can't get up. Feels like we're walking into a trap. He did well hiding in the shade, but my spear thirsts for blood. It's time to feed the blade. I'll turn them into fish food. We'll just have to fight it out again, 'cause we only have one neuron in our collective brain.
Hey.
Nice.
Funny because it's
That's
true.
That's
fair.
actually pretty good.
Yeah, totally fair.
That fucking neuron line.
Oh man,
Yep, that's good, Pat.
it's got a slow orbit. as
Inspiration earned. Don't forget to use your inspiration.
I
well.
will.
Yes.
I will.
Yes.
You know, did we agree that for everyone that doesn't write a new thing, I get inspiration to
No.
use it?
Oh yeah, I'm
Yes.
totally
Yeah, no,
up
I
for
think
that.
we did.
I think we did, didn't we?
I don't remember that.
I think that'd be brilliant.
We did. I think we did. Yeah.
Mike.
It would be funny actually.
It would be quite interesting, yeah.
It gives,
Yeah.
it gives Aaron a chance, you know.
He's been doing so poorly so far.
He's only destroyed the fucking world.
No, we didn't
was your
save.
fault, not
we
mine.
didn't save the
We did
world.
that.
You pulled the pin out. We dropped the hand grenade.
Okay, I'm just making a note that who didn't write something new today? Unfortunately, Kat didn't, so that's one
What about Haz?
inspiration.
Yeah, wait for Haz. He's not done.
Haz, how can we make any
What's that?
assessment of that?
Okay, Haz, it's up
Actually,
to you
no, I
now
wanna stay for
to
this.
deny me another inspiration.
I want to stay for
Yeah,
it.
sure. Hello, I'm Haz and I play Bramble. A social stain that's ingrained like synaptic static to your brain. Bramble, the cerebral inspector, keeping the misfits insane. Please stand behind the dotted line before you get a clotted mind. And he ain't afraid to spit a spell or three. Grandmaster of the spelling bee, soon to have you snivelling with a spelling plea. A pop quiz to your psyche and I'll have you jumping at your dwarven Nikes. That's the last line I wrote. And I was like, I don't know what's wrong with that because it's kind of funny. And I was like,
It's
Yeah,
all
Extend
new,
it
it's
there.
all
That's
good.
perfect.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Okay, so
for
I only
sure.
get one inspiration this week.
Oh no.
Oh no, just one too many.
If Max had been, you know what though, Max didn't turn up. Maybe I get another
Auto
inspiration.
inspiration.
Auto inspiration.
Be right back.
Because someone didn't turn up. Yeah, I've got 2 inspiration. There we go.
Technically, we lost 2 party members, so that means you've got infinite inspiration. It's just
For every
day.
party member, for everyone that's been a misfit,
It's
I
just
get
racking.
auto inspiration every
Jesus,
session.
This the doom,
Man,
the
what's
doom
that?
clock.
I would probably start with 7 inspiration every session,
Ugh.
which is not good for you guys.
Nope.
Okay, so brief recap. You managed
Recap?
to recap. Yeah, brief recap.
By all means.
I don't know how else to phrase it.
alright.
You have managed to infiltrate the embassy of
Infiltrate, yeah.
something of enlightenment that
Embassy of
disciplined
Enlightenment.
in the Hydro Heights, which was formerly known as Waterdeep, back in your present and this current.
Grab yourself a bunch. Take the whole thing.
I got really distracted. Distracted. I just can't stop
You
saying
need to
crap.
shower.
On the brain tonight.
I've got
This crapsia.
Freudian slip.
Freudian crap.
Freudian crap.
Freudian shit.
Freudian shit.
I nearly had it. I
Can Haz have double inspiration?
Freudian shit. Oh, should we just stop there? I don't think it's getting any better.
I think
from
we
that
just
point.
peaked.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. See you next week.
Anyway,
Great
Bye.
session, guys. Bye.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Really good. Cheers, man.
Yes. So you're in the Embassy of Discipline and Enlightenment. You've managed to infiltrate it up to a certain point successfully without being seen, and then as you mounted the staircase to get to the double doors, the barred double doors of the library beyond, which is your destination, so you can find some information for your construct guide meter to download in order to direct you to where the mega constructs that you've been sent to the future to retrieve to bring back to the past might be located in this new post-apocalyptic mechanically occupied future. So you were doing great up until the point where Sif dropped down from the lintel above the doors and landed upon his invisible compatriots who he couldn't see and didn't realise were there, which was Cybert. Fortunately though, you didn't cause a domino effect where everyone staggered backwards and toppled into each other, as most of you rolled well enough to prevent that from happening, but you did cause enough noise for the construct guards that were situated at either side of the doorway to become alerted to your presence, and this has now pretty much triggered an encounter.
Well, but we haven't actually started fighting anymore.
No, you haven't. So, what do you want to do? Their weapons have crossed over the doors, preventing you from accessing, because you were hoping to follow.
Yeah, behind the guy.
The construct chap called Gilver that you were shadowing. So that he becomes surprised when he's mildly startled when he hears the clank of their weapons cross and bar your way directly behind him, and he's like, "Oh, what is going on here?" But obviously he can't see any of you because you are still invisible, and these creatures have sensed you, but haven't seen you. So they are alert, but they haven't seen you as yet.
Mm-hmm.
Are these? So you said they were constructs, right?
Yeah, they're hulking mechanical guardians.
Okay, so
You've encountered them before. They are like that being that chased you in the sewers beneath the Hydro Heights when you failed to avoid detection whilst passing by the area directly beneath. It was like the sub-basement levels of this tower when you first were exploring this new future after you'd emerged.
Yes, I remember that.
And it pursued you all the way down into the deeper levels of the Undermountain. Like, it was so intent and relentless in its pursuit. So you know that these beings are a
thing with the big eye.
formidable foe.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, Gilver, he had like the way he accessed different things. He had like a card that came out of his arm.
Yeah, that's true. He did. He had some sort of interactive, sort of holographic slate that he was, he commanded into being and then interacted with. He
those
showed
things.
them a pass.
Right. Okay. Fuck. I don't think I'll be able to cut off his arm and like run away from it with it. So
Well, he's
Did we see that pass? Because I might be able to
Well-
find an illusion that.
also. I feel it's my duty to remind you because you guys never take notes. But this is probably the last time I'll help you with this. Upon the in notifications in that strange sort of machine code language that some of you have been able to read and now become familiar with seeing everywhere.
Yeah, I can read that.
On this on the sort of reception kiosk, it did say for visitors to check in to receive their passes for the library. So, and you were it was inferred to you that this was actually a public access
Aren't we in front of that?
place. You've walked past it. It's in the
Oh.
centre of this.
It's in the centre
the
of it.
cog-shaped.
Oh
So
yeah,
I
this
just
is,
wondered-
this is
I-
technically a
this is-
public library, so we could have just walked in. That is not the Misfit
I'm
way.
just wondering, can you
Uh,
fuck up, guys?
Right. So what I'm going to do is, all right. So the situation right now is I'm kind of like, I rolled to the side, and started hugging the wall, and those constructs who are barring the door, and Gilver looks very.
He's startled by their sudden like action to bar the way behind him after he's passed through over the threshold of these doors that have swished open.
And we're at the top of a staircase.
Yes, you're on the landing before the doors.
Okay. What I'm going to do is, I am going to jump the not fence. What's
Shark?
very
The
funny.
gun?
No, it's like shush. You. I need to remember a word. It's not easy with my tiny brain.
Is it hard?
Look, I lent my neuron to cat today, so I don't remember. Other cat.
I don't have one.
Other cat. Another cat. Right, so I'm going to just jump the railing and and fall down onto the ground below.
Okay, so you have to do like an acrobatics check
Yeah, cool.
to both avoid. I want you to do a stealth acrobatics check. So roll a d20, add your acrobatics modifier and your stealth modifier to it.
Okay. Oh.
You're gonna have to avoid their detection.
Yeah. So I'm just.
And also,
My dice are upstairs.
like vault over or by Gilver in order to not collide with him.
So acrobatics plus stealth.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So that is
yeah, you need to be at 17.
21.
Okay. So still invisible, Sith vaults over their crossed weapons, but causing a barricade, and sails over into the side of Gilver, rolls on the carpet, and then obviously you come to a stop beyond the threshold of the door. So you are now effectively in the small antechamber that leads into the greater library beyond. The rest of the gang, however, are still stuck on the landing of the staircase in a line basically up the stairs, but invisible, but the way has been barred.
What do I see?
The way is shut.
Are you looking into the library?
Yeah, I'm
you
just
look-
looking around in my general area.
Well, I mean, this is just
Getting a quick overview of what.
an ornate, like semi-transparent, golden tinged antechamber, like a passageway, and as you turn to look beyond this, where it opens out, you can see that there are many revolving tiers of what look to be both data stacks as well as actual tomes, like books, preserved in a similar transparent glass-like cabinets, and they're revolving around, and they're moving up and down, and there's many people beyond, like construct beings, going up stairways and walkways to access these various stacks of information. It's busy beyond. It's a hive of activity.
Right.
And
Okay.
it's full of
So I don't see any.
potential sources of information.
I don't see any organic beings
No.
whatsoever.
Everybody that you can see, every being that you can see beyond this, is some form of construct, a mechanoid of some kind. And the majority of them look like Gilva. How they don't look like the typical gear forged beings like Cyber is. They look sort of. There's a more sublime, almost alien quality to them.
Right. Okay. So I think Sif is going to. I'm still invisible, correct? How long am I invisible for? An hour, right, Mike?
An hour.
Is this great invisibility, by the way, Mike?
Oh,
Okay.
is it not?
Good to know.
Okay.
Just regular invisibility. Why would that matter? It's the invisible state either way. The only difference Greater has is if you do an action, like an attack or cast a spell, it
Yeah.
would break invisibility. Which
Okay. So what Sif is going to do is he's going to, as quietly as he can, he's going to start walking to this antechamber, trying to like figure out what kind of I guess filing system he's facing, and trying to obviously avoiding walking into anyone.
Okay. So, what you can see of the designations that are nearest to you, like within the cabinets or stacks of revolving towers of data, which look like drawers. They look, like how hard drive towers have that when you see them in a corporate sort of situation.
They have those like little doors.
Little drawers and doors. Yeah, similar to that, but a lot more ornate, and everything's behind that semi-transparent, like amber-hued material, which looks like metal and glass at the same time. So everything has that sort of quality to it.
Metal glass. I see.
Like some sort of alloy between the two materials that you've. This whole structure that you're in seems to be composed of that kind of material.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, and everything has designations in that serial code machine language.
I can read that.
But you don't understand what the reference is in
Right.
order to be able to understand.
I don't have a context for
There's
it.
no context, yeah.
Gotcha.
So you don't know what it's referring to
Okay.
without some form of guideline or index to compare it to.
Okay.
What the rest of you doing? You're on the stairs.
I'm gonna grab my dice. I forgot.
What's the distance between? Oh, actually, I can see. And is it single file like this corridor we're in?
Yeah, you're in single file up these stairs leading to the.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool.
How far back's the reception?
Not very far. Like maybe
Yeah, I was gonna say, should we go
30
investigate
feet
the
away in the
reception?
centre of that,
Yeah, sure.
lobby, hall, mezzanine, whatever you want to call it.
Because I think we were thinking we were going to follow him through, weren't we? This guy, but he's got through, and it's not going to happen.
Yeah. Okay, I think probably best we go back then. Get this.
We can take a hint,
Multi-pass,
right? We
and,
can take a hint.
Multipass.
Multi-pass. Yeah, I'm gonna. I guess I'm gonna start heading back. If everyone else is gonna head back.
Yeah,
Oh, because you guys didn't see me.
yeah, because Sif's just vanished and we don't even know.
Well, you vanished about an hour ago. Well, no, no.
at this point, it seems futile that we're getting anywhere as invisible. So I'm going to. Well, I assume that nobody wants to be invisible anymore, but I'm just going to drop invisibility. And the two guards that were stood near it, I'll just explain. Sorry, I didn't realise there was some sort of etiquette involved in this. To tell us this pass that's available. How do we procure one?
Chaotic biological life forms have been detected. Intruder alert! Trespassers must be apprehended and processed.
And then you hear like weird noises, like which sounds like modems going off all at the same time, like several different modems.
May have been a mistake.
Dial-up.
Like
broadband,
dial-up.
Yeah.
Oh
Etc.
no! Get off the phone! I want to watch porn.
I know, right?
And they're
I mean, wait, what?
and then their weapons come back into their hands. The doors swish closed, and another barricade comes down over those to block your access. And these mechanoids step towards you. roll
Exactly
initiative.
as we planned.
Oh yeah, fight it out again, cause we only have one neuron.
I want you to roll to
brain.
escape our trap, Aaron.
Well, remember, I have inspiration.
You activated my trap card. And my trap card is me dying.
Or am I
It's
dead?
running a new character.
I want each of you to roll a new character. There's no way you're getting out of this alive. Yeah.
Did you say the door behind
Is
them
it for
closed?
Sif?
Yeah, and another like a blast door shutter type thing came down over that as well to further prevent
Oh, fuck.
infiltration.
We're going nowhere.
Impact Rival.
Those are some
I
scary
don't see
looking
how this could have gone
doors.
another way though. If we couldn't get through the door.
Unlike,
Well, we
Sorry,
could have
I'm sorry,
nabbed some
everyone.
passes.
Has anyone got
Well, the
mass
pro-
suggestion?
but unlike the Wu-Tang, you're about to get fucked with real hard.
Yeah.
I don't have mass suggestion, but I do.
have
The
mass
way
panic.
behind us is still free, right?
What's that?
The way behind us is still free. Like we can still go backwards.
We can walk
Yeah,
backwards.
yeah. The access behind you is still free.
You just can't.
Yeah,
leave
I
the
mean
hall.
it's a good point. So I'm going to feign total surprise and say, chaotic creatures in here. Who? I can't believe we've seen any, and see who they point to out of interest.
Silence! No further protest will aid you in your defense. You
Oh,
must
so-
be apprehended and processed.
I'm chaotic.
Yep.
Damn it, we needed
Okay.
Mike. Not Mike. Max is fucking gearforged.
Alright.
Ah, everything's falling apart. Okay. What are your
Did the
Good rolling.
library? Did the
Initiative.
library? Did the
Yeah.
library access close as well behind them?
Yep.
So
well,
we can't get out
behind
of this
them
route.
it did, yeah.
We can go. You can try and exit and via one of the other passages leading out from it, and go back the way you came, or there are options.
Oh,
So did you say you got 9, Mike?
Oh.
Yeah, 9 on initiative.
What did I get?
Can we try and escape back to the ship? Teleport back to the ship.
15.
You're just gonna so you're just gonna give up and leave me here.
We don't know where you've gone.
Been spotted here.
Oh, yeah,
we're
you
gonna
don't
have to
know.
go in
Yeah,
at a
okay, you don't know
different
where I
angle.
am.
We
That's true.
probably think you're standing next to us.
To be fair,
You just ninjaed over there.
it's just the problem with everyone going invisible. And I don't think we've ever been role playing this correctly because I think if we do all go invisible, we have no idea what's
never.
going on.
Yeah.
Wait, I hope everyone else is doing okay.
Hey,
Wait,
guys.
why am I not invisible
Yeah,
anymore?
suddenly you become visible, and some of the mechanoids near you are like turned towards you with what looks to be like a puzzled interest upon their faces, but they don't
Scanning.
immediately
Scanning.
respond to you. What else? What did everyone else get? Bramble.
it's
what
on
did
initiative.
you- Yeah.
Well, I could use that rod.
22.
22.
Use your rod on me.
Kayla, what did you get?
Oh, it took cats, does it?
7.
7.
Jesus.
Wow, there's some great rolls here.
Yep.
I could use that rod and it turns into a battering ram with a plus 10 and try and blast.
I think last time we
through.
fought these guys, wasn't it electricity? Either they were.
Oh, what was it?
I don't remember, I can't forget if it was electricity that they absorbed or not, but definitely they like in both of them is a Scooby-Doo ghoul thing, whatever.
Yeah. They were pretty tough. It was that one we fought was pretty tough, wasn't it?
The one before was
Sif,
pretty tough.
can you
Yeah.
roll initiative for me as well?
Is it 2 of them then, or is
Yeah.
there?
There's 2
more?
of them. Yeah, 2 of them.
Let's just
Okay.
fucking.
Does anything
run.
else look hostile in the area?
What did you get?
No.
11. Not immediately, no, Mike. All the other construct beings, some of them turn with interest towards the area where you're standing upon the stairway into the library, but none of them move to intercept you. If anything, they just look more curious than anything. They don't look hostile.
Okay.
So, Bramble, it is your go first. What are you?
Let's see if I can try something here.
Can we reason with them? They told us to be quiet, didn't they?
Is there anything above us, Aaron?
There's a ledge.
I mean, there's not really. I mean, it's like a tall, sort of fairly open, cylindrical lobby.
Does it
And
go up?
above you can see there's lots of like walkways that are like moving and intersecting at various intervals to create passageways to and from other openings in the side walls.
This rod also turns itself into a 50-foot pole that can anchor to anything, and we could use that to escape. It basically turns into a ladder.
Is that your Jacob's ladder?
It is my Jacob's ladder, my cray ladder.
Cray ladder.
We could use that to escape if you want.
Yeah, I think. Give me a second. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Look for the spell. I'm trying to figure out what level it is.
What spell is that?
It's either. I think it's Major Image that I'm looking for.
Major image.
Cool. I was going to cast Major Image, and from what I know of Hallister, like his sounds and his spells, and then when we went into the dungeon where he had like the laughter and stuff, like his tricks, I was going to cause that around. Yeah, cool. I was going to cause that around us and behind us to like make the automata kind of like, what the fuck is that fucking creepy sound, if that makes sense.
Okay, so you've cast this like image to envelop you all of Hallister to cause confusion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to use the image because the image appears at a spot that you can see, and it's including sound, smell, and temperature. So like I'm making the sound of his laughter, like that kind of stuff. And literally everything that we saw of Hallister and his tricks, the fucking laughter from different parts of the room and all of that kind of stuff. I'm just doing that.
Okay. So he's like, yeah, and he's just gibbering and gesticulating and
Inappropriate
pulling
hard
his
on.
dancing around.
Is there such a thing as an inappropriate?
So
You'll know it when you
yeah,
see
you
it.
do the Maroots, the mechanoids do seem like mildly perplexed by this sudden explosion of sound and imagery in front of them, and take a half step back to assess it. You can see that the eyes housed within their their shoulders are like revolving like around to try and analyze it.
And how high is the closest? You said there was.
They're quite high above you. It's not like you
30
can
feet?
just jump up. Yeah, probably
Okay.
30, somewhere between 30 and 40 feet upwards. Yeah.
Well, I did pick up the boots of striding and springing, and that is you can jump 3 times the normal distance.
Okay. So is that what Bramble's going to do?
Yeah,
You're
so
just
Bramble's just gonna look up and
Jump
like,
onto this.
But whilst these illusions are going on, just
Yeah.
hoping that these mechanoids are distracted enough that
It's like
they won't see
Luke
him.
jumping out of the carbonite pit
Yeah.
in Empire.
The
yeah. Yeah. So Bramble you see him just zoom out of sight and up onto the nearest moving platform above you, and he lands there safely without incident. What are the rest of you doing? Is that it for your turn then?
yeah, that'll be it for my turn.
So-
I'll just watch what everyone else is doing now.
Cyber squeals to you. He's like, "What shall I do?
Cause a distraction and escape.
What distraction?"
Something that
Well,
doesn't
he's-
kill anybody.
Simon's mechanical, so like,
Talk to them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Tell them that.
Talk to them.
I can't do anything. I can't
Yeah.
tell you what to do.
Simon's mechanical.
What did we convince them? Do you remember the very first time? Well, do we even have Cyber then?
We did have Cyber, and we tried to like I think he tried to confuse them or
You
something.
tried to convince him that.
You had him as.
We-
He hadn't been.
No, he was
turned
in an
into
illusion. He was
in a
an
major illusion as a
Hmm.
beep boop. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Beep boop babble beep.
Were we hiding? I can't remember.
Yeah. We were hiding in bits of scrap, and then I think in him at some point, in his illusion.
And in his illusion, yeah.
Oh, that makes it sound better.
So he says to you,
Shall I try and teleport us into the library?
Oh, that's a really good idea.
Well, you could do that.
Yes.
Teleport would be good. Yes.
Aaron's playing the game for us again.
Oh, and that. Oh,
This could go terribly wrong.
I mean, it's already gone terribly wrong.
Hasn't he already used it once though? Has he got
yeah,
another
I don't know how
cast?
many spells he has, but just for the sake of expedience,
Yeah,
I've just
sure.
Please,
But-
yeah.
We did have a long rest,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, we did.
didn't. Yeah.
Let's say he's got 2.
Okay. Let's see. What did he have to roll? I can't remember.
Isn't it D100?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
and
because
it's
it's
like-
One
like
of his, I
um.
think it's
Yeah, if it's 50
let me see.
or below.
I thought I'd memorized
depends
this spell,
on-
but I-
So is this going to be like viewed
this-
once
yeah.
or description? Or
GM,
something like
GM rolls D100 and
I
comes
think
to the table.
viewed once is about as generous as I can be with this.
that? Okay.
So I think you need to roll the Arcana
just
check.
D100, isn't it?
First you need to roll the
Oh,
Arcana check
yes.
for him.
But hasn't he got a ring?
To do with,
Oh,
it's
he's
to
got-
do with
Is it,
familiarity.
who's got the ring? Is it you or him?
I've got one. He's got one. I think. And who
Alright.
else?
Right on.
And Bramble's got one. There's a couple, isn't there?
You got more rings.
I don't have one.
No.
Has he got the other one?
I've definitely got one of them because I keep failing that shit.
Oh, this is yeah. I've got the ring because I got the one at the
You got the
base.
pity ring.
So it's going to be seen casually, I think.
Seen casually. Okay, that's better. Yeah. So we're looking for a high number here.
Does somebody else want to roll it? Because it feels unfair me doing this.
Do you want 100?
He's not got inspiration though, has he?
No.
Who's feeling lucky?
Yeah!
Come on,
I
Pat,
roll
do
real
it.
well all the time. Never fail
Go on,
anything.
You feel lucky, Pat?
No.
Do you?
I feel
You need big numbers. You need big numbers here, Pat.
big numbers. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
Pants.
Because it shit himself. 42.
42.
Not good.
Similar area. I
Similar
think.
area.
We're already in a similar area, but we're in a different similar
A different
area.
similar area.
Well, it is.
Okay.
Well, put it this
No,
way:
this
it is
is
the
good.
answer to life. So
This
maybe.
is good. This is good.
Yes, the library.
Okay. So
There you go.
you vanish from the sort of reception area lobby of before the library, and you find yourself. Hang on a minute. Oh my god. Sorry, just give me a second. I'm just going to make sure I get this right. This probably isn't very exciting. Be entertaining.
Cheese is a kind of meat. Tasty yellow
Beep, beep,
beef.
beep, boop.
If cheese was a kind of meat, what would the animal look like?
If cheese was kind of meat, what would the animal look like?
Like
Oh
curds.
man.
Uh,
I don't know because like if you think about it, like cheese grows moss or like not moss, sorry, but like
No, cheese goes
Cheese you
bad,
eat.
and the better the better the
cheese?
cheese, the more
best
expensive it
kind?
is.
mold,
mold,
not
mold.
moss.
Yeah.
exactly. It'd be some weird moldy creature.
Like a sloth.
It'd be like a sloth.
Oh, you know what it would be? It would be that creature from Little Shop of Horrors. Feed me, Seymour.
Audrey too.
Yeah. Yeah. It would be like that. That would be the.
Isn't that more of a plant than a?
No, okay, no. So, I'm thinking of there is a movie from the 80s where there's like a pizza creature thing. It's like a terrible.
Spaceballs.
It's a Spaceballs.
Pizza the Hut is in space.
Pizza the Hut. Yeah, it would be Pizza the Hut.
No,
Oh.
it would just be a giant udder.
Oh, like a floating.
Cat,
sack.
that's utterly
the-
ridiculous. Don't even.
Like the little
You
dangly
milked it with
nipples and
Jack
the
joke,
legs.
Pat.
Like a holder,
I
but
said you milked it with that joke.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. The little nipples would be the legs.
Sorry guys, I spoiled it.
Oh,
And it'd be like round.
Yeah, it'd be like running on the nipples.
oh wow.
And it'd have a little pushing face.
Ah.
It's just a fleshy sphere with udder legs.
Oh.
And it like,
There's milk inside of it, right?
It just jiggled.
and the only
Imagine,
thing,
like-
and the sound it
Or
would
a
make,
boob.
and the sound it would make would be,
Kill me! Kill me! Science has gone too far!
Are you saying a sign? Imagine if like
My
all
life
the world
is
was confused such as
suffering.
other creatures from outer
I have no
space.
mouth, my is cream.
What if
mouth,
what
but I'm a
creature,
scream.
what creature is the headband meat from the head? What would that creature look like if that was its meat?
What this?
Yeah. Blue.
Blue meat.
blue meat.
How many of those do you get through, Craig? Like, I've seen you using those on a regular basis for
I should
years.
have shares in this company, honestly.
You really should.
Sponsored by Cool Patch. Yeah, it's not good.
Craig!
Cognitive dissonance.
It's like
Sure.
your, you know, for like
Cognitive incompetence.
processors that get too hot, you put like a little heat sink on it. That's basically what that is for your
Yeah.
head, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
a little external heat sink.
It's like,
Head
oh,
sink.
it's overheating that game. It's getting hot.
Invest in cat.
You need water cooling
cat.
system though. What you need is you need a water cooling system, so you need to run like cold water over the patch,
Oh yeah,
and then like get through a backpack and you can wear.
that would be amazing.
Okay, right.
With ban.
So you
Are we back? Back
you
in action.
guys find yourselves deposited in another similar antechamber to the one that would have led into the greater library chambers. And
Can we go to the uncle chamber instead?
you see in
chamber.
front of you at the end of this short
Yeah,
passage
antechamber.
is a round door composed of that same unusual material as the rest of this this complex, like where it's like it looks like somewhere between glass and metal, with a sort of golden glow to it that suffuses the entire
Glycol.
the entire structure. And there's a metal table beside this with numbered tablets laying upon it.
Steal all of them.
I'll have the iPad.
Are we still in combat?
Nope.
I steal
Did
all
I,
of
did I
them.
travel too? Did I travel as well?
I think we all did, didn't we?
We all travelled, yeah?
Except for
So
me.
am I still like,
No, I think.
however far in the air, am I just going to drop down to my death?
Unless you choose not. Well, I don't think.
No,
But you were in that position, but like an inch from the ground.
I have me heart attack.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I don't think I
So-
would teleport with them. No, I would with you guys.
No.
Yeah.
Neither you nor Bramble are.
Oh,
okay, cool.
shit, son.
Have we
Well,
split the party?
What's
No.
the range of teleport? Does it have to be anybody within?
It just says 8 willing creatures
Oh,
that
yeah.
you can see. Oh, it says within
Okay,
range.
So Bramble,
Wait, what's the range?
You're
I
with
don't know
them,
what the range
Bramble,
is.
I think.
Oh, it's 10. Sorry, it's 10 feet.
10
Is it?
feet.
Okay, no Bramble, no Sif.
cool.
So you guys are currently stranded on your own somewhere in the.
Haven't you got
So
dimension door?
I've got dimension door, yeah. But will it be able to dimension door straight to you?
And I have no luck.
You can dimension door in a direction without knowing what's there. So if we can somehow indicate to you where we are.
I mean, you can dimension door to me. I'm just behind that door that the guards are standing in front of.
You're in the library entrance, right?
Yeah, I just jumped over there.
Yeah. Maybe it's good that you guys are in there. We're just fucked.
Yeah, I just don't remember what we were looking for.
You know, the mission objective.
Good item, right?
With the room that we're in, do we have some sense
Quest
of
log.
where we are in relation to where we just were? Like, can we see from a window or anything like that?
No.
So we actually have
Aside-
no idea
other
where
than,
we
like
are.
the floor where it isn't covered with like a functional like grippy sort of rug which is sort of like plastic, like a plastic. You can see through the semi-transparent materials that that it's composed of, you can see levels below you just vaguely, but no great detail. It's just like shapes moving around.
Are there any windows?
There's no windows in this antechamber. It's 20 by 20 square, with a 15-foot high ceiling, and there's just a table to your side where you've manifested, with a single long scroll of that transparent parchment-like material that you saw Gilver utilising.
No, not for you. No, Freya, no for you.
And it rolls onto the floor from like a housing, like a toilet roll dispenser. It's rolled around a similar sort of contraption, so you pull it to draw more of the material out of it. But it's been here for so long that it's started to roll up and curl upon the floor below the table.
How are we going to get the group back together?
Reunion tour. Remember when we used to misfit together?
Remember when we used to have money?
Oh, I used to have legs back then.
Best I can think of is for me to just teleport in a random direction, which is presumably somewhere in the air, and then get a clock of what floor we're on, and then go down and...
Does Meter have a plan? Does Meter have a blueprint of the building?
Oh, maybe it can Meter like determine our geolocation or something.
I pull him out of my papoose.
Please just let me analyse the surroundings and I will give you an answer as quickly as possible. Okay. I believe that we are within the antechamber leading to the chamber of 01.
Right. So, can I point my finger downwards towards the... Oh, maybe I should ask Meter, like, which direction is the courtyard we were just in?
We would need to travel down the nearest lift, elevator, to
Can you look in the direction, Meter?
down. We need to go down one level.
Okay. So I'll point down then in the direction that Meter indicates, and use message, which communicates with a creature. Hang on, what does it say?
Like friend.
Target. Whisper a message. Here's a message and can reply a whisper that only you can hear. It can travel through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it's beyond the barrier. However, a foot of stone, an inch of common metal, or a thin sheet of lead would block the spell.
Well, this entire building is made out of metal, so
How thick is the metal? An inch is quite a lot of metal.
Metal.
Glass metal.
Yeah. So does I'll try Bramble. Does Bramble hear my message? So my message is like, we're on floor, whatever it is.
Not if that will be blocked by
an inch of metal.
Yeah, no, he doesn't hear it.
Bugger.
burger. So, Bramble is now in the same antechamber as me, correct? He's just behind me.
No.
No. So
No,
I'm
he's on a
going to.
platform above the lobby before the library entrance.
Oh!
Standing on this thing, and it's slowly revolving to connect to another platform moving from the opposite side to create a bridge over to a passage leading out into another area.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So
No, go on.
I was gonna say, where I was on the stairs, looking up into before the doors came down, what did I see?
What in the antechamber beyond the doors?
Yeah.
You saw it was a short passage that had opened out into a larger area where there were lots of revolving data stacks and shelves of books behind.
Assumably, Sif, to my knowledge, is below that, right?
Yeah.
Or, well, I think. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna picture that and then dimension door through that wall that like right in front of me.
Okay. So what are the limits of dimension door? Is there a distance limit on how far you can travel?
Is it 30 feet?
I think it's 30 feet. Hold on.
It's further than that. I can't remember.
300 feet actually.
300
300.
feet.
Damn.
Wow. Okay, so
That is
yeah,
a
you
lot
can
further.
do that, Bramble. So
Yeah, because it's literally off what you see, right?
mm.
So like for me, I'm just like, oh fuck, what is the last thing I remember of looking up those stairs?
So it doesn't have to be a clear line of sight. It can be whatever you picture in your mind.
What does it say? You teleport yourself from current location to any other spot within range. You arrive exactly
One
at the
you can
spot
visualize.
desired. It can be a
Brilliant.
place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction.
Yeah, you can do that, Bramble. So Bramble, you dimension
That's
door
what the visualize.
from the moving bridge platform into the antechamber, just on the threshold of it, opening out to the larger library area beyond. So you're now probably a short distance away from Sif, who's standing there, like taking in the sights while these mechanoids pause in their work to consider him.
Okay.
And now
How-
you, with a perplexed expression on their faces.
Station.
Oh,
So-
wait, that's Sif. From where I'm at now. I literally, from where? Can I see Sif?
Yeah, he's a short distance ahead of you, further into
Okay.
the library.
And these mechanoids, are they similar to the previous mechanoids that we saw, the eyeball boys?
Yeah, and we gotta make ourselves scarce. I think they're gonna catch on that we're not supposed to be here pretty soon. And I'm gonna look around. Is there any like nook cranny that we could
There's plenty.
get out of sight?
Yeah, you can duck behind any number of stacks or shelves in order to find more.
So I find the
private
first one that looks like abandoned, and I motion to a bramble, and I hide behind
Okay.
some shelving.
So it's basically
and
like
kinda
a
duck
grand,
down.
semi-circular, well, almost circular-shaped hall, massive, kind of like a round tower in its design, and there are balconies that separate various levels, as well as stacks that rise up from the ground floor of the area.
Right. Okay.
And just before Sif, you would have taken this in before you and Bramble ducked to the side to take cover and get out of sight. You notice that on the bottom floor, pressed up against the end wall to where you entered, like almost directly opposite, you saw this through the gaps between the stacks and shelves. There's a massive desk, and it's incongruous in that it's actually made of wood. It looks like it's like some dark, solid wood, as opposed to this glass steel substance that everything else is made of. And there are old books and scrolls pouring out from its surface onto the floor and piled around it. And there's a single person sitting behind it, who looks to be humanoid as opposed to a construct.
What?
And he looked like he was dressed in some sort of brown gilded robe with dark hair that was cropped short, and in the middle of scanning some materials in front of him, like deeply engrossed in it. And he looks familiar. You don't know why. You can't quite place why he looks familiar to you from this distance. You'd need to get a closer look to determine exactly
It's
why
the
that happened.
urchin, all grown up. Kill him.
Okay. All right. So I turn to Bramble and I go, "Is there any way we can disguise ourselves? So I don't know. Those guys are wearing big robes. If we could just get our hands on some of those robes and put our hoods up, we might be able to get to the back of this antechamber and check that desk, because there's like a fleshy creature out there, human-like."
That
But-
sounds like a plan.
Can you conjure us some like robes or whatever it is that you do?
How big are the creatures that we saw with the robes, Aaron?
Sorry, say that again.
The creatures with the robes, how big are they?
They're tall, slim and tall, maybe somewhere between 7 and 9 feet tall. They vary in height, but they're that there's a uniformity to how they look, in the same way that humans look uniform in that we have 2 eyes and nose. They all have that kind of long face with like that seems to have it goes into points like ears, but they're not ears.
Right.
So, but they are definitely mechanized beings of some kind.
Right. So if we wear the robes, someone's gonna ask us like something like, "Aren't you a bit too short to be a stormtrooper?"
Yeah.
Unless I cast Disguise Self, which is 1 foot for me, being I'm 6 foot something, I could be 7 foot. How tall is Sif?
It's around. I think Sif is a half orc, so he's gonna be over 6 feet tall.
Oh, okay. I cast Disguise Self for both of us, and we could just about get that height, right?
Yeah. I need to also like level myself up. So yeah. So you can disguise both of us.
Oh, yeah. Before that, I was gonna try sending, which is a 3rd level spell, which you can send a short message of 25 words or less, with someone you're familiar with, and I was gonna try that with Ezra.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Go
was gonna
for
try
it.
to say I've found Sif where we're in the library. There's something down here. You should. There's a humanoid down here. If you're reading this, try to find this, or if you're hearing this, I should say.
Can I respond?
Yeah, and then at the end of that, you can respond to this message.
Send from my iPhone.
Yeah.
But sorry, I'm confused. Like, as part of your spell, can I respond?
You can. Yes. You
Yep.
can.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mhm.
Sending allows you to respond. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, perfect. Okay, great. In that case, I'll say, can you dimension door him up to floor? What was you cut out when you were telling me what floor it was, which was the crucial bit of information.
1 floor above, in an area called the Chamber of 01, or Ol, if you'd prefer to say it that way.
So one floor above,
Yeah.
so literally just go through the ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's my message.
For us to come to you. Okay. I'll say that to Sif. I'm like, I just sent a message to Ezra. They're above us. They want us to come to them.
This is the first humanoid that we've seen in I don't know how long. I wanna check out this guy. Also, like,
Okay.
when was the last time you saw a wooden desk in this
No, you're right.
world?
You're right. I sent a message to Ezra. BRB.
So
How many times can we send messages back and forwards?
Well, it's 3rd level spell. I've got a few slots, so, but I won't
So
send
you
it.
keep on doing it.
I'm spamming it.
Okay.
AFK. I just realized
But yeah,
that your
before-
hoodie says dim sum.
It does send him some.
Yeah, that's delicious.
It is delicious.
agreed. By the way, the total height of the library is somewhere between 90 and 100 feet high. So there's at least 4 levels within that distance before there's a ceiling, which is where the chamber of all the others are currently occupying is located somewhere above.
Okay, because the dimension door is 300 feet, if you can get that.
Mine says 500 feet.
Does it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a different level spell.
500 feet on mine as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, range 500, yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, I was reading the actual, description in the spell. My bad. Don't forget to do that.
I'll be back in just a sec.
Okay, Mike.
But yeah, okay, Ezra. So I'm gonna try to cast Disguise Self on myself on, Sif, to look like those hooded creatures, if you can get closer to this humanoid.
Okay,
So I want to
so
get
both
I want
of
to do
us.
like a Scooby-Doo thing where I have a book and I have a hole in the book. I'm just like,
All right, so you just disguised me, not yourself.
I'm just kind both of us.
All right, okay.
Okay, so you're both disguised as these tall, slender construct beings in their like arbitrary-looking robes that they wear, which seems to be more some form of office rather than for actual practical use.
Right.
They don't seem to need them for warmth and protection.
It's just for showing off.
Yeah.
Right.
And
okay.
yeah, so with that done, what are you going to do? Like walk across the library to this being behind the mahogany desk?
Let's still try to,
Yeah, keep a low profile.
keep a low profile. So is there a way to like kind of go between the the shelving and like through
you
all
can
those
weave your way around and through the stacks and around them. It's fairly open plan, but obviously divided by like the alleys between where the things are arranged, and some of them actually move around it's like it's all part of some big mechanism.
Right.
So every now and then some revolve and create new avenues, but the main central chamber of the whole structure always roughly stays open. So things don't get closed off, they just switch positions and orientations. So you can easily worm your way around to the end where the desk is without your access.
I'm
being
imagining
blocked.
the
Okay. Let's just keep
what's it
going.
called? The central bureaucracy from Futurama.
Oh god, yeah, right.
That's what I reminds me of.
Ah. Now I'm gonna have to rewatch Futurama over Christmas again.
So,
Love that show.
as you approach the desk, the being comes into greater relief to you. I want you to both roll a perception check.
Perception.
on them, please. Yeah.
17.
17. What did you get, Bramble?
Oh, dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
Oh, put it away.
Quite the
Oh.
perceptive being.
Wash it before you put it in.
Oh God.
So, you recognise that this being, and there's something slightly off as you get closer about the skin. It isn't actually flesh. It's like it has like a plasticky, like a. It's shiny and smooth. It doesn't look like skin.
It moisturizes really well.
It's like a simulation of skin.
So it's
and
an
the
android.
hair is actually. It looks more like a moulded
Is it
sort
Deckard?
of wig. And but the
Does
face
it look like the stuff that's happening to our skin?
No, it doesn't, and it is actually seamed in places as if there are, you know how like some of the implant and prosthetic limbs in various cyberpunk scenarios would look like things could pop out of compartments. Yeah, but yeah, it's subtly seamed, so only with because you rolled quite well, do you notice that it's segmented in places?
It's like in Cyberpunk.
Yeah. And like I say, the hair is so perfectly sculpted, it's like a moulded plastic wig. And
hello, I'm David.
the features resemble almost exactly the devil that you have been dealing with throughout your adventures that holds your contracts, Totivilus, the devil. And though he has no horns and he isn't in any kind of fiendish form that you're used to.
Oh dear.
Oh, bugger. What's his name again?
Totivilus. Totivilus.
I have told you that before, haven't I?
Yeah. I just don't. I have dyslexia. I can't spell.
Totes.
Uvilus.
Totes vile.
Toads vile. Yeah. Okay.
I always thought it smelled like titty.
Tittyvirus.
I bet that's how I've written it originally.
Tittyvirus. Okay. So wait. So both of us figure this out, or just Bramble with his 20?
You'd both know. You'd both be able to notice this in your experience. He's a distinctive figure.
Yeah.
He's quite aquiline. You know, he looks. When you met him, he looked like the typical image of an archfiend that you would have imagined. You know, like Darkness in Legend or something.
Yeah.
Like that, but less hulking. You know, he has that saturnine sort of and like reddish skin and fangs beneath his rich dark lips, big full lips. You know, he looks very much like you would expect a devil to look, and even in this form he still has those qualities, though he isn't horned and red skinned and his robes are obviously of office of some kind that he's wearing, but he's deeply engrossed in writing on a piece of that transparent parchment-like substance that everyone seems to use to make notes on, and he's not writing with a traditional quill. He seems to have some form of like other kind of stylus that he's using to inscribe symbols upon this acetate-like substance, which then glow into being. They glow out from the paper as if lit by their own light. And it's like there's a long list of things upon this transparent plastic-like scroll he's working on, and he's obviously transferring information from these ancient scrolls and books on his desk to this new.
So he's a typist, essentially.
Maybe
glorified typist.
Yeah.
Okay, so as an archfiend, he would have been able to see through our disguises, right? If he was an archfiend.
Yeah, you don't know. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I get closer to the desk and I say, "Hello, Totivilus. I think you have something of ours."
And he looks up at you, and he seems mildly perturbed about being disturbed in the middle of his work, and he's like, it's been a long time since I've seen you. I thought you were all dead. I thought we were done and dusted. Well, what a surprise. He's like, how can I help you? Please tell me how you came to be here without a sign of ever aging.
Well, it's a long story. Not one for a public place like this.
You do realise that if I was still in the employ of the Hells, your contracts would be viable. I would still own the license to use them.
Well, you look like you're but a glorified.
You don't own us. That means he doesn't own us.
Yeah, so he does know us. You look more like a glorified scribe these days.
Ha! I'm no scribe. I am the. Where's the title?
Intermission.
Insert title here.
I am. Data not
I've
found.
forgotten what his title is here.
Lorem, where is it? When it's missing, it's Lorem Ipsum.
Lorem Ipsum.
Lorem Ipsum. Yeah.
Papyrus, you say?
I am the Grand Librarian now of this entire establishment, in the employ of the powers of law upon the material realm.
An archfiend under the powers of law and order. How did that come to be?
Well, once they occupied the material plane, out of necessity more than anything, those of us that wished to not be entirely altered, those of us that were more flexible and had usefulness in an administration or bureaucracy, we were given the chance to transfigure and renew contracts with our new employer. Let's just say that there was a change in management.
Wow.
You're not free. It's just a change in management.
So how about
do
this?
you not,
Oh yeah, no, go. You go first. Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you not miss hell and the power you had and the freedom to?
I still have great power. I've moved on. I've evolved with the times, which is what you have to do if you want to survive.
If he helps us, we could make a bargain with him, because if he helps us.
So I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking maybe if we could persuade him that he's not done with his evil ways. He's not. You can never be done. It runs in your blood. Right?
Yeah, he's literally a devil.
If we could,
What if we can change it back?
if the Misfits could cause a little mischief, and
Are you trying to tempt the devil?
Yeah.
I'm trying to tempt the devil. Yes.
Yeah, no, because if we convince him that we could undo all this, and he could go back to being himself again, without then maybe he will help us. So
Yeah.
what do you want to say to him?
I don't know how to best say it, but I
what-
say just that, Aaron.
Okay, so it's like,
in the most persuasive way possible.
do you tell him how you've come to be here, about how you've been sent from the past to alter the future?
Yeah, why not? Sure, why the fuck not? We're Misfits. We're just gonna tell him. We're dumb.
So he's like, fascinating, absolutely fascinating. This is of great interest to me. It's like, yeah, I think we can come to some arrangement similar to how we arranged things before, perhaps. I mean, I might not be in the service of the Hells anymore, but I still like operating within contracts and bending the rules a bit to make things more beneficial to all parties. So, how about we enter into another agreement?
No wonder they found a use for you.
Well, this is what I'm good at. This is the thing. Management recognizes talent when it sees it. I've just been repurposed.
That's true.
They gave me this new body, which gotta say, I'm not thrilled with, but I don't hate it. It has its perks. I never age. And, I never have to sleep. I never have to eat. I have no urges. That was the problem with being a devil. Urges were hard to deal with. Now I have almost no urges, except those of the intellect.
That sounds kind of lame. I'll be honest with you.
No,
Wow,
but
I mean, I
then.
think we could work something out, but me and Bramble, we're not exactly at liberty to make a contract with you without everyone else present.
Are you sure? All they have to do is sign.
Yeah.
I can produce a document, and then they can add their names to it later.
What do you think, Bramble?
What are your terms? Before we sign anything, right?
Well,
We always read the terms and conditions.
this is what I have to offer.
T's and C's.
When I was pressed into service by the powers of law that reforged the material plane in their image after the abyssal coalition made such a mess of it for everybody, I was bound to a contract myself, a contract to the Fraternity of Order that runs this place, and consigned to work as the librarian here. But I'm also a custodian of the Chamber of 01. And
Never had that before.
Rings a bell.
my contract is contained within the facilities here. If you can find it, bring it to me, and allow me to edit it to suit my needs and requirements, then I will help you get what you want.
Alright, so that's the businessman.
That is a shrewd businessman.
Did he say the...
Where
Yeah,
are
did
we
he say-
currently?
You're not
You're
in
on-
here.
No, but where?
Oh, no,
where
but
are
you're on
we?
that.
You're,
01,
you're in 01.
right?
We're in 01, right?
Did he say the contract was on 01?
Yeah, it was in 01, so it's upstairs.
Oh, I literally just, as he says that, oh, 1 second, and I'm going to cast sending to
Right, you do that
Let me just nip this in the bud.
I'm going to literally relay all of this.
to Ezra.
Let me speak to my people.
Exactly, let me speak to my correspondent, please.
Hey, Ezra.
1 minute. Ooh, Ezra. I'm literally relaying this to Ezra, and I'm like, this is surefire way for us to
To get what we want and get out of here.
and it's on your level, just look for it, and you can dimension door down.
Custodian, Chamber of 0.
Or you could dimension door the document down.
I think I'd prefer that they all got here, so
Yeah.
we could discuss this as a group.
So I can only dimension door myself and one other person. I think we don't have enough dimension unless I keep going back and forth, which maybe I'd have to run the numbers. I might have enough spell slots for that, but it's
I might be able to help you.
Back in a
But
second.
few
hot
I'm
minutes.
gonna use the bathroom. That sounds good.
But-
Let's do that. That sounds silly.
Yeah, you could at least tell us, like...
Thought we said we weren't making any more contracts.
Wow.
Do you have a contract to say as much, Cat?
Alright.
I don't need one.
So are you guys gonna go look for the?
We could go on a bit of a scout, I guess.
We
Yeah,
can
it's in
go
that room
out
somewhere.
now.
So
Bit of a risk, I guess, but, you know, could expedite something, I guess.
I think Meter might be able to help you if you can analyze stuff in that room.
Yes.
So yeah, if we're all agreed on that, then I'm just gonna turn around back to him and be like, Well, isn't it your lucky day? And the rest of the gang are in that room that you are looking for. And in some short time, you could bring down this contract of yours.
Excellent. You see, I have a lot to gain for my renegotiating of terms. Probably more than you do with whatever it is that you want with these mega constructs. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm getting the better part of the deal here. So, it's all good with me.
Shit, what are we doing?
I don't
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
It's always worked out well.
Nice.
In my contract, I want extra powers. That's my bargain.
Give me abs.
Give me abs.
Abs.
I want abs.
I want abs. I wish Cray has no wishes. That's my wish.
Murder hobo.
Right. So are we going to try and retrieve this thing for him then now?
His contract, yeah.
This is.
How will we know which one's his contract? Incidentally, I can do whisper as a cantrip, so we can whisper messages back and forth as long as it's. I don't know if that one floor between us more than an inch of metal.
Probably, yeah. The whole place is made out of this glass steel.
I swear that's from something. Is that from 40k?
What's that?
Glass metal. Like that's a.
I think that's what their ships can see through.
Mass Effect had plasteel, didn't it?
Yes,
Plasteel.
that's true.
That's plastic metal.
But yeah, so it was something like that. Yeah. All right, so you get the contract. We get into another stupid contract, and then we
Just like old times.
just like all
Well, I
right.
guess like.
Should we cut to our room and we'll try and find this contract? So what's the thing that's... We've got some tablets on the table and we've got this scroll that's rolling from this thing, right? Do we know what his contract is going to look like? Can you furnish us with a description of his contract? How will we know it when we see it?
Behind the sealed door of the chamber, there are a number of storage areas within the walls beyond. And each one is designated for the individual that it belongs to. So my name in code form will be detailed there. You just merely have to follow the logical...
But the only one who can read the code is Sif.
Kayla has a spell to read that.
And
Yeah.
I can.
And me
Okay,
too.
and
And Mita can
And
also.
cyber.
Yeah.
So
we just need to get through this sealed door then.
Is I can tell you how to read the corresponding index so that you understand what the code refers to. It's quite simple, and he explains it to you, which I haven't gone that far to elaborate upon in my own imagination, and I really can't be asked.
Just
Just
imagine that he's explaining this to you right now.
Yeah.
so silky. And
It's so simple once you know what the answer is, isn't it? And you all agree.
Buy one, get one free.
Yeah.
Bog off.
I said it's buy one.
It's
get
made out
one
of soft,
free.
slightly moist flesh.
So is there a door? You say?
It's
Aaron?
similar to the Dewey Decimal System.
Did you say
There's a sealed door in front of us with some tablets next to it, right?
sealed door?
Yeah. Yeah, well, there is.
Which we haven't yet inspected.
Do you want me to explain what that is to you, or are you leaving this area, or are you staying where you are?
We're looking at these tablets, right?
Okay, so so to the beside you is that table with that scroll of that plastic-like material that is spilling out onto the floor from the dispenser that it's part of.
Is it worth having a quick skim of that, seeing if we recognise that what it's doing? Is it writing stuff now?
No, but there is. There appears to be instructions written upon its dispenser-like contraption in the same sort of machine language that you've seen everywhere.
So, from what we've suddenly managed to learn miraculously, what's on it? What are the instructions?
Well, Mita can read it if Mita.
Oh, Mita could read it to us.
So he says,
These are instructions to sign in before attempting to enter the chamber beyond. you must register your name and other designations at the end of the at the top of the scroll.
Oh, that might be good.
There is a device that you can take from the dispenser to write with upon the material.
Oh, it's like logging in.
Okay, what name shall we use? This is important, guys. We've got one chance to make up a goofy name.
John
Please
Smith.
note, you must log in the time you entered and the time you leave, otherwise it will activate various security measures preventing access.
How do we
You cut out at a very crucial point there. We must do what? Otherwise, it would do that.
Time coming in and time coming out.
Yeah, log in and
Yeah,
log out
something
with the
like
time.
that.
You need to use something called. I think you need to use your father's sword for it. It's called pass sword.
Very good.
Password.
Password.
Password. Pass sword.
So we all have to do this, I assume. We must all have to do it because it's so bloody organised. isn't
Well,
it?
Meter says
It is formal and therefore usually used by custodians, librarians, and other individuals in the employ of the embassy and library.
Oh, we're not employed.
Astras custodes.
Should I put unemployed? Self-employed.
You're
First
technically
name un, surname employed.
If it is of any use to you, the last name that was entered at the top of the log was Gilver, clandestine,
Oh, that's that guy we're following.
at hour 500,000.
He was there. What the fuck was he doing there?
Was he coming up to come to this
Is he
room?
in there still? Is that what?
Is it? Yeah, has he signed out?
Is he signed out?
no one has signed out.
So he's in there.
Who
Oh,
the fuck is
interesting.
Gilbert Clandestine?
That's the guy that we met on the way in.
yeah.
Isn't
Do
it?
you know what he does?
He was researching something.
He's the second Entombed album.
Aaron, we read his what his job is of the thing.
He
What?
is.
What?
Hang on. Oh my god.
Free agent.
I can't remember it off the top of my head. Bear with me.
Between jobs.
Self-employed
Self-employed.
at murder hobo.
He's
Murdering.
some form of. He's some sort of.
Freelance head exterminator.
He's it says determinist. Next to it.
Oh, so he's a philosopher.
Freelance carbon dioxide to oxygen to carbon dioxide conversion specialist.
That's true.
Cray Cray writes undeterminist.
Indeterminate.
Indeterminate.
Existentialist.
Null.
Yeah. So
Should we check in?
there are bars at the end of the antechamber's passage that prevent you entering into the larger area. They seem to be made of like a solid gold.
We just hop the turnstile.
metal substance.
Oh, you can't do that.
Oh, gasp! What a suggestion. So do we need to sign in? Do we sign in then?
Basically, Aaron, we've got to sign this thing, haven't we?
Noodle, McSchnoodle.
Yeah.
Alright, so Kayla's
Ferret
signing in
boss.
as Noodle McSchnoodle.
The ferret tamer.
The ferret team.
Wow, professional ferret tamer.
Wow, that's a cool job.
Right, make note of that one for a new D&D character when we're all dead.
Trousers
Noodle
beware!
McSchnoodle.
I'll kill you with
Ferret,
cuteness.
the ferret druid.
Oh, that'd be cool.
The Otter Whisperer.
Yeah, Cray Cray puts a big X.
On both because he can't write.
Yeah, because I can't write. Because I'm an idiot.
Need some help there, Cray.
I did it, look. Cray Cray.
That's just a picture of boobs.
Mercenary.
That's just a picture of an axe.
Murder hobo.
That's just.
Here's a drawing of me and Wilson. Look, we're killing everyone.
So what are you going to do?
Those are women and children.
You write something. What do you write on the log sheet?
X.
He can't write.
I can't write.
Okay. the stylus-like device inscribes what you write upon it in like glowing symbols that stay radiant. And also once you've done that, all the other names on the list light up below it, all the way down to all the various folds that are piled upon the floor below the table. So there's like countless entrants have registered.
You've accidentally like put in something, an SQL injection, some kind of like code.
Secretly signed up for like infinity subscription.
Right.
Yeah.
Ezra
My
signs
name
it as just McLovin.
Nice.
My name is
yeah.
Cray Cray.
After
I'm
you
Roman.
table
Like
users.
Richard Mustard Doogie.
We're not there, dude.
Manchego.
We're downstairs.
but nothing
I'm,
happens. The bars that are blocking access to the chamber beyond the antechamber passageway, they do not receive.
I'm
Did
gonna read back up the list, and I'm gonna choose somebody who's recently checked out, and I'm gonna put their name and the time.
Okay, so
And
when
see
you
if
do
that
that,
works.
the bars
Well, get in
slide
trouble.
down from the floor, allowing you entrance into the chamber beyond.
Huh.
So let's go through.
So
What were they?
Ezra, as you try to follow
I am
Kayla into it,
I'm
the
remembering what
bars
the name is, even though I didn't. Actually
almost in an instant just rise back up as soon as she steps over the threshold into the chamber beyond the.
Oh
the
no.
passage.
So
All right,
I
I'll
see-
sign out as
Wait.
McLovin then, and sign in as somebody else on the list.
Okay,
I see Kat still has the collective neuron. That
so
we have.
you're using
Yeah.
Mita's guidance to find these names.
I
to
did
log in.
it.
Oh no.
So Mita picks out a few different names that have logged out recently for you all to
Oh, we
use.
should have helped Gregory first.
I've got to learn to read and write.
And
Yeah.
How long have we got?
after each entrance, the bars recede, and then once that person has stepped over, they slide back up again.
Ezra, can you guide my hand?
Yeah, I'll help.
And you guys notice that the
Apple.
scaling, the metallic scaling that's covering your bodies, is pretty much almost entirely covered.
Oh, no.
Your outer skin. So you now have these, like,
I guess this is just us now.
pearlescent metallic scales covering your bodies.
On top of my
How's
scale.
the time on our tattoo thing?
It's ticking away. Like you can see
Oh,
the
dear.
Are
animated.
we halfway gone?
No,
Most
no,
of the way
it's
gone?
not a lot of time has passed.
It's
We-
like it's been like we've got
Yeah.
literally like months.
Yeah.
We need to nuke this site from orbit, I think, soon.
So yeah, once you've all done that, these bars shut you inside the chamber beyond, where this round door is located. That's obviously the entrance to the chamber.
Are the tablets on this side of the bars?
They're
Yeah.
on the door, and they're it's like a long steel cylinder across the front of this circular portal, and there are 7 sort of cylindrical tablets mounted within this larger cylinder that it represents. Each one has a symbol upon it, so they look like tumblers.
Right.
If you spin them around, have they got anything? Is it just one thing on each?
As you turn them, they respond and click into place, and a new symbol appears.
And I keep turning and just see how many symbols seem to be on
There
each of
seem
them.
to be 9 different symbols. No, sorry, 10 different symbols.
And the same 10 on each of.
Yeah, they all seem to be identical. Yeah.
And what are the symbols?
Do you want Mita to analyse them? Can Kayla read
Yeah.
them?
Mita
Yeah.
says they appear to
I'm
represent
gonna-
the numericals 0 to 9.
Ah,
I can
helpful. So
comprehend
10-digit number.
Correct.
What 10-digit numbers do we know?
0110000. Has it got to go all the way to 10?
Can you do Can each of you do a? I've got to make this easier for you because it's
Investigation.
Can each of you do a perception check? This is retroactive from when you were
Perception.
using meter to reveal what the code, the machine code symbols actually said to you using his holographic projection abilities. What did you get? 5. So Craig's
19.
Ezra is good. What did you get, Kayla? Perception.
Just rolling.
Right.
21.
21.
Ooh.
And Bramble and Sif on there. So it occurs to you that every time somebody logged into this chamber, it was at exactly the same time but on different days.
I want to be held.
And the time that they entered was always 500,000.
Okay, 500,000. Let's put that in.
It's this in like microseconds or something.
So as you enter that in,
That's enough beer for me.
there's like a negative klaxon sound, like a and all of the numbers reset. Like
I think
in
we got that wrong.
tumblers.
So what? It said what?
Jeez.
500,000.
Yeah.
That was the time they all logged in at.
What time did they log out?
Lots of different times.
Oh.
What time did we say we logged in at?
You entered 500,000. That
Because we
was
were
that was
copying
the
the others,
hour at which each of these people arrived.
500,000 is not 10.
No, it's not 10 digit. Oh, I wonder if it's...
No, there's 7. There's 7 tumblers.
So,
No, not 7. 6. Wait, hang on a minute. Sorry, bear with me.
that's fine. This is important.
Alright, that's what I'm like. I'm just there working trying to decode it for you guys. I'm like,
Well, I was just thinking, oh, maybe it's in binary, and then I was like, well, they're digits.
Yeah,
The digits,
seven tumblers of
11 tumblers.
10 with 10 different symbols upon each.
500,006.
There are 3 of us. Should we try 1,500,000?
7 tumblers. It goes 0 to 9.
500,001.
Aaron knows your only weakness.
So while you're puzzling
Mathematics.
that, Totivalis talking to Sif and Bramble is like, so do we have an accord? Are we both know what we serve to gain from this and are happy with the possible result should you achieve what I would like you to for me?
So wait, so what? Can someone quickly reminds me what?
You know what, Totivalis, I did him as the brain gremlin, didn't I, from Gremlins 2? It was more like this.
Oh yeah, no, you
It
did.
was more like a Lloyd Grossman kind of.
Who would live in a plane?
Sorry,
That sounds right.
So wait,
that's
what?
more. I'm doing bloody calamari. I'm doing Hugh Laurie.
Too many voices.
Yeah.
What? We came here to get a specific piece of information, right? What was it?
We were trying to find a terminal to plug meter into.
Okay, so
Before that, it was we're trying to find the rest of the constructs because you've got your construct.
yeah.
We're all trying to find where
Yeah.
our construct is.
If
And
you get
here,
this-
it's
If you get the data from the library for Meter to download, he can tell you where
You can help us find
those
them.
constructs have been repurposed or relocated around what's
Oh.
left of.
It seems like he's oh, I probably shouldn't.
I was going to ask. I'm like, I'd be probably along the same thoughts I am. Where he's the custodian or the librarian.
He's the
I
great.
asked him.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know where any constructs besides these ones?
Oh, he's
were
not gonna tell
more-
us anything until we sign a contract. We can ask him like.
You could
We
put
can
it in the
put
contract that
like
he
a
should
part of
help
the
you to find.
No, so I think so. What we want in the
Do
contract
everything
is.
within his power to help
Yeah,
you
we
find
want him to give us access to the terminal, and for that we will deliver his own contract to him.
Access to the terminal, right? But also,
Other than that, you just everything he can do to help us.
Help
I
us
don't
com-
know,
help
like
us
basically,
complete our mission.
you are a bitch now.
Yeah.
Is he going to agree to
So
that though?
he says to you, I will do everything in my power to assist you with finding these mega constructs, providing that you can release my contract and allow me to edit it to suit my needs. Now,
What does it exactly
I
do?
cannot access my own contract. No one can. Another librarian or custodian with the authority to access that information can do so, which I will allow you to do by deputizing you.
Ah.
That is within my power. Foolishly
Seems
for
like-
them, they
I was
granted
gonna
me
say.
that ability.
God.
However, getting one of these to agree to do it for you is nigh on impossible. They are not flexible in their thinking. They don't understand bargaining. I, however, have retained all of my attributes.
What do you think? What do you think, Bramble? I would say that's as fair a contract as we're going to get from an archfiend.
Yeah, but I do worry what releasing his contract will do. You know?
Not our problem. At least
I
not
mean,
right
we want chaos to return, don't we?
We do
Yeah,
want
the thing
chaos
is
to
that-
return, but like,
The thing is
Like,
that that's
it's
not
not
gonna
gonna
be. Yeah, that's
Bad
gonna
right
be.
now.
That's
I
not
know,
going to be
it
our
could
problem.
get
That's
It could
going
get
to
totally
be. That's going to be the the order's
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
That he's
true.
and we just want the construct.
He says to you, I can see that you're having doubts. Now remember, I am not from the abyss. I like order myself. I like to work within frameworks. I like things to have a certain structure and parameters to it. That's what I exist for. That's why I'm here. That's why I can function.
In our dealings with him in the past, he seemed to want to prevent cataclysm as much as anyone. So.
Yeah.
So I look to Bramble
I just need a little more leeway.
and I kind of like shake my I nod my head. What do you?
Well, nice. Shrug my shoulder. Okay. I'll take your lead.
It's a deal.
Excellent. And with a flourish, just this thing just manifests out of the air, like fully formed, like it's like a data slate thing that you can write like a tablet onto to keep. And it's like, if you'd just like to give me your prints on here, this will make it binding, and I will do the same. It might draw a little tiny bit of DNA from your fingers, but don't worry about that.
What's a
Archfiends know all about DNA.
What's a DNA?
Oh, I forgot you're barbarians from the distant past. It's blood, basically.
Oh,
It's a blood contract. You're used to that sort of thing.
I don't want to do
Never
the
changed, did you?
thing. You're just a good old Tattavilas, aren't you?
You see, I haven't changed that much. It's just the background that's different.
You're honestly the best, like the most constant thing, the most reassuring thing that we've seen so far.
And isn't that funny, eh?
It's a strange old world, friend. It's a strange old
The
world.
fact that we would serve the same purposes and have the same goals. And they
Wow.
make us out to be so vile and untrustworthy. I would put it to you that perhaps the powers of law and light are maybe less trustworthy than I am.
Seems to be the case currently.
Well, right now, it's
Too much law.
You never steered us wrong, right?
well, you ain't killed us yet. And I put my thumb on the tablet.
So you feel a slight little like something has just extracted something from you, and then it absorbs. It's like, right, that's one down. Just you now, sir. And he passes it over towards you.
Sap comes out.
A fucking disgusting icon of sap, just like. Yeah, I guess I'm like, you know what? Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Yeah, does the same. It's like, and he produces a like some sort of form of like little device, which looks like a sticker, but it has things etched into it. It's like, if you just want to put this somewhere on your bodies, I would recommend maybe the inside of the wrist or the back of the forearm, anywhere that's easily accessible. You'll need this in order to bypass some of the security features of the embassy. It will basically also allow the scanners to recognize you as a officially deputized member of the library system.
All right. And I put it on my skin.
So
Just the one?
It starts to embed itself into your flesh and then disappears, and all you can see is like some kind of strange circuit-like abstract symbol is left in a slightly darker shade of your skin.
Huh. Looks like a dick.
What about you, Bramble? Where do you put it?
Oh, you're giving us both ones?
Yeah,
I
you've
can
both
put it-
got one. Yeah. It says
I want to put it in a cooler place though.
on your forehead.
On my forehead.
Yeah.
On my,
Dick on there.
on my tongue, so I stick my tongue out to all of the security systems.
Oh wow.
No,
Dick tongue.
Oh, I could do like on the inside of my palm.
Yeah, yeah. You put it on your palm, so you've got one now. It's like, no, I'll give you more that you can then pass on to the rest of your crew. I'm assuming it's all the same faces, is it not? So you tell me exactly how many you'll need, and then I'll provide that for you. And then you can take this tablet with you and have them add their prints to the arrangement too.
Yeah, we'll need 5 more.
5 more it is, and he like hands them to you in like a little case that they're all neatly arranged in order. And he seems to be just producing these things from like nowhere. Like,
Sure.
Is it what he's actually giving us? Is it a clown nose and a clown wig?
Clown makeup.
Oh my god.
Here we go again.
Rainbow Man!
Now
We don't learn from anything.
It's like, now I will provide you with instruction on how exactly you can access the interior of the Chamber of All. The entrance to the chamber lies directly behind my desk, within a shaft which will elevate you straight to it. Now, I believe you said your companions are currently waiting there for you?
I think they're currently going after the contract you desire.
Excellent. Well, this will expedite matters so that you don't have to dick about with codes and things like that. You can just breeze right
don't know,
on
man.
through.
The JC Denton in me wants to dick about with it.
Yeah.
I like hacking terminals.
So, with that done, all I have to do is step aside and show you the way. And he gets up from his chair and points towards an alcove behind him that obviously leads into some form of elevator shaft in the walls.
I think we'll be seeing each other real soon.
I hope so, and I hope to have earned some of my freedoms back from what you're going to bring to me.
I shudder to think how that's going to pan out. But we'll see you real soon.
Excellent. Now, I really have got to get on with this. I still have duties that I must fulfill, and this is important work. Then he turns around, sits back down at his desk, and begins to just takes from where he left off.
Taking notes.
Yeah. And I think we should draw the session to a close there and resume next time with Max hopefully joining us.
Oh, he will love to find out that this is what we decided to do.
He
You'll be
will.
the first one to sign up.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah. But his character is definitely not chaotic evil anymore.
So, thank you for playing, everybody.
Just evil, yeah. Ooh, I actually took notes this time.
Yes, me too.
Let's
So it's not just.
hopefully, if we're available, we'll be able to resume next Wednesday around 8 p.m.ish.
Yeah, that would be great.
Thanks to anybody that might have watched this at any point, especially if you're watching it live. That's commitment that I don't understand.
But appreciate nonetheless.
Appreciate
Nonetheless.
Yeah. Yeah. So, is there anything anybody wants to promote or raise awareness of?
We should probably plug the new Hollywood Burns album, which is real good.
Yes.
If you like dark synthwave and French people and aliens,
Yeah, it's good.
It's Pay What You Want on Bandcamp
It is.
right now.
Pay What You Want on Bandcamp on Blood Music's
But,
Bandcamp page. So
Yep.
go get it.
yeah, it's real good.
Mike, did you want to shout about the new Forza again?
Sure, yeah, you missed it from last week. Yeah, Forza Horizon 5 is out. You can go pick that up from anywhere you care to pick that up from for Xbox, PC, and cloud, which is interesting. I didn't mention that last time. You can play it on like your mobile phone and stuff, which is kind of nuts.
Mark of the day.
By using the Xbox streaming stuff. Yeah, pretty
Always
cool.
moving forward.
And did you work on it, Mike, or was it just your?
I did not actually. No. So I work with people that worked on it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
still,
lot
it's still
love went
in-house.
into that game.
Yeah.
It looks
Right.
really nice.
Yeah, yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to run on my current PC.
Unless you do the streaming thing, like I said. the other
Do I look like
streaming
I'm made out
issue.
of money?
So there are a few Kickstarters that are still going on that if you're in the mood to and can afford to, supporting them will be great, because these are all things that are generally done by independent creators, so you're supporting real people with for real things and not just soulless corporations that just want to milk you dry so that they can
Destroy the world even further?
Yeah,
Fuck up the
mine
planet?
the planet and then go into space and colonize Mars or whatever it is.
And leave us all to,
Yeah.
die from,
So
from climate change.
there's the Plain Gear Prehistoric 5th Edition campaign setting from Atlas Games. That's on Kickstarter, and that's oh wait, no, is that fully funded? No, there's 26 hours to go on that, which looks cool. So if you fancy that, go for it. There's Planebreaker, which allows you to explore the planes in 5th edition, which is what Planescape used to do, and kind of what I've been drawing on for the stuff regarding the planes of lore in the current campaign future set thing that we're doing. That's from Monty Cook Games. There's Amazing Encounters and Places Volume 1 for 5th edition D&D, which is a supplement that's got 56 encounters, which are like 8 for 8 drop-in locations, so you can just utilize them in your campaign wherever you want to. And it's from CZRPG, who are CZE and Peku, who have a Patreon where they create just amazingly detailed maps. So this is their first ever sort of big D&D published supplement, and their art is always incredible. So support that you can. There's a cyberpunk expansion for Merkborg called Cyborg.
That's great.
Wow.
With Johan Noor, and that looks amazing. And he always does. He and the team behind Merkborg always do really amazing layout and design. So that will be a visual treat, even if you don't utilize it in your RPG games. Just looking at the book will be a thing of beauty. So please support that. And they like their metal, so
They're cool with me.
yeah, they're within our wheelhouse of tastes and whatnot. It's the Rewards and Rarities Guide to Treasures, Boons and Beyond from 2C Gaming, which is another supplement for D&D that kind of expands upon things that you can reward your players with, that's more detailed and more in depth than the things you find in the Dungeon Master's Guide. As great as the Dungeon Master's Guide is, you always want more and more detail. So if you need something like that for your game, go to them. There's the Expedition from the Mysterious Peaks, which is like fantasy meets sci-fi, which is an epic adventure saga 5th edition by Rick Lescouflair. Sorry, fuck that name up. But that's basically inspired by a classic adventure called Expedition to the Barrier Peaks, which is one of the first D&D expansions that incorporated sci-fi elements into it. So it's all about finding a crashed spaceship in the mountains.
That's fucking. Oh, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of, it's almost like a
Crossover.
spiritual sequel to that.
Oh yeah, that's
So they're
really
all cool.
interesting.
So do check them out. There's also the World Builders Toolkit on Bundles of Holding, which has a lot of stuff to help you create RPG settings and campaigns. Humble Bundle have got a Dynamite Comics bundle on there, which has got a ton of really cool comic books in it that are all like fan favourites and TV and film crossover things. Like there's the John Wick comic book is part of that bundle. So it's it's all really good stuff. And then there's the Dungeon and Monsters 3D printable tabletop bundle, which is all STL files for really cool 3D minis.
Yeah, if
Cool,
you're
you've
a 3D
got a
printer.
3D printer.
Yeah. On Groupies, there's the Steel City Collective VIP bundle, and Steel City just do lots of like conceptual synthwave and electronica music, which is all tied in around like a central theme of this these ongoing narratives they have.
Okay, so it's like part of the music is thematically part of the...
and there's
cool.
the story,
Cool.
and often you get some of the story with some of the releases that they have as well, is like an ebook format.
Oh, dope.
And there's also the massive music game asset bundle on Groupies too, which is all royalty-free stuff you can use for your games, films, streams, whatever you want to do. It's all royalty-free, so it's music that you can utilise without having to pay for it.
No one's gonna do a
Yeah, you're not going to get
DMCA.
slapped by YouTube for a bloody copyright
How
infringement.
dare you enjoy yourself?
Even though we have been for music that's royalty-free that we've used. So I don't know what YouTube. Their bots are just.
Yeah. So the thing is, I think it's like there are companies that have bots that just go through YouTube.
Yeah.
That
slamming people just
because they're dicks.
Yeah, agreed. We've got stuff that we want to shill as well. So on the DM's Guild, there's the Blood Ties Anthology, which my adventure, The Crimson Well, is featured in, along with 14 other excellent adventures, and the Misfits contributed art and some concepts towards that. There's also no, wrong image. Here we go. There's the Fox and the Fae, Craftmas with Gremlins, and Egg Hunt on the Isle of Teeth, which are all adventures that we created that are available on the DM's Guild as well. And I have used these following supplements for the current campaign that we're on: Rogue's Law, Meeting Mechanus, and Talish Unleashed, and they're all great for giving rules, mechanics, and more background for second edition Planescape materials that deal with the planes of lore and creatures and things from the planes of lore. So if you're planning to do it yourselves, I recommend utilising these because it updates a lot of the rules and things for those elements.
This is fun. It's like sci-fi D&D.
Yeah.
It's weird as heck.
Yep. And what else? I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind. So
Brainy no worky. This episode was sponsored by seasonal affective disorder.
Yeah. And autism and ASD and
cool patches.
Anxiety disorder
And ADHD.
made possible by
Pretty
medicine.
sure ADD.
Yeah, made possible by citalopram and what else?
Oh man, so many different things.
Yeah, do we
So
really
many
want to
different
start?
medications.
Should we get sponsored by pharmaceutical companies?
Yeah, like buy all the medication
Great.
everyone takes.
Yeah. Anyway, these source books I've also drawn a lot from: Arcana of the Ancients by Monte Cook Games, and Ultramodern 5 by Deus Ex Machina Games, which are available from Drive for RPG in digital form, as well as.
Are they on the screen now?
They are on the screen
Whereabouts?
now. As well as
You're
your friendly local game stores and other vendors on the internet. So that's enough fucking waffle. Good God, I just can't go any further. Once we've played, it's like all my energy's gone. It's to do all this.
That waffle's been consumed.
Someone needs to
Recharge
his batteries.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just waiting for this screen to change. Come on, transition. It's so
Right.
slow. Here we go.
Did you love it? Did you hate it?
So we'll be back next week, hopefully.
What would you rate it?
Until that time,
Copyright strike.
Be kind.
And I love you.
Be creative and play RPGs. Say goodbye,
Forever.
everybody.
Bye, everybody.